Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Now today it's just going to be a quick one. It's going to be a contest entry into Rob Walker's 2-year sort of VC anniversary contest, what he's started. So the premise of the contest is to choose 5 artists who you wish that you had seen live. Now judging by Rob's video, this can be entirely hypothetical, they don't need to be a band who are sort of still around. All the members don't need to be alive or anything. There's really there's no limits to it. So I've chosen 5 artists who, like I said, I would have loved to have seen live. But first, just a few words about Rob's channel. It's fantastic. If you're not subscribed, I would definitely recommend subscribing to him. I will put a link in the description to this. And yeah, he's just a great guy. We met up. It would have been about 2 years ago now, in Manchester. Me, him, and Callum Rhodes. We all went record shopping for the day. I had a great day out, and like I said, to Rob, hopefully we'll get to do that at some point this year. If the situation with COVID gets better, which hopefully fingers crossed, it will. So anyway, I will get on with my choices. So, like I said, 5 choices. So first one would be the Smiths here. So, of course, Smiths broke up 1987. Likelihood of them ever getting back together again is very, very, very limited. More to see more aren't really on talking terms. I have seen them individually, but I think to see them together, would be quite something. So this is the live album rank. Just a wee aside, that's my uncle's ticket when he's seen them in 1986. That would have been probably one of their last UK shows, actually, October 1986 there. And definitely the Smiths for me, a band who I wish I'd seen live. Next up, very sort of similar situation to the Smiths is the Jam. So again, all the band members still alive, but not really talking to each other. Certainly Paul Weller has said that there's not a chance that the Jam would ever reform, and probably quite rightly so. It's one of these things that they were certainly a band who sort of defines a very specific moment in time. They were kind of the top of their game, and then he sort of ended it, and then, as I said, went on to make so much other great music. I've seen Weller live, would be now about 3 or 4 times now, and he's always fantastic live. But it would have just been maybe something else to have had the chance to see the Jam. But the last tour was in 1982 here, and this is a live recording of it. So the Jam would be another choice. Next up, another completely sort of hypothetical one, because unfortunately this artist is no longer with us. It's David Bowie. I would have loved to have had the chance to see Bowie live. He died before I was ever a massive fan of his, and stopped touring well before that. His last tour I think was 2003, so I would have been 5 then. So probably wasn't even aware of David Bowie. He would have been an awesome artist to see live. In terms of his set list, he was always sort of changing up. So there might have been a few songs I maybe wasn't keen on what he might have done, but certainly even if I could go back to this sort of era, this is the stage tour, the Berlin trilogy tour. This would be a great show to see. David Bowie would be my other choice. Next up, again, wouldn't be entirely impossible, because again, all the band members are still around, but again, like the Jam, they last toured in 1982, and nigh on impossible really to ever go and see XTC. This is a little box set called Transistor Blast. I didn't actually have I don't think there's an official live XTC album on vinyl, but this is the closest one. It's a full CD set of BBC sessions, and then a concert as well in there. But XTC were actually a great live band. Even though the band leader Andy Partridge absolutely hated performing live, they had so much power. I think that really came through from Teddy Chambers' drumming, and also kind of the sheer talent of Dave Gregory, who played amazing guitar, but also added some keyboards to some of their later live performances. And they were a great live band. Really, they don't get their due, sort of thing. It was just a kind of slightly sad ending to sort of XTC's live career, with Andy Partridge, he walked off stage on one of their shows, never to return, and I said, probably never will. And I did though have a slight chance to have seen at least half of XTC, because Colin Moulding and Teddy Chambers performed. I think it would be about 3 years ago now. They performed in Swindon, like, which is a bit of a distance away from me, but if I'd known that, like, that would have been the only chance, like, I would have got to see them, I probably would have taken it. But, like, at that time, there was maybe the chance that there would have maybe been touring or something, like, so, like, after, like, these, like, warm-up shows, but of course, like, it never happened. Like, so I kind of wish, like, that was like a bit of like a lost opportunity there. But anyway, XTC, yeah, like, definitely a band who I would have loved to have seen live. And last one, again, a bit like Bowie, he's unfortunately no longer with us. And like again, I don't think this artist like ever actually played in the UK, like in like my lifetime. Actually, I can take that back. Like, he did do a farewell show at Hyde Park a couple of years before his death. But it is Tom Petty here. Well, actually, I think it was the year like he died. He died in 2017 at 17, and it was in the summer when he done that show. So yeah, like, just remarkable that like he was still performing then. And yeah, he's a great live performer, especially at the Heartbreakers, like the band as well. They're such a tight band with like Mike Campbell like on guitar, Steve Ferroni doing like the drums, and always the set list was always something slightly different like in it, whether it be like this is like a live album, so he does stuff like Two Gunslingers and Lovers a Long Road and Tweeter and the Monkey Man, like the old Wilburys song. So he was always sort of like going deep into like his back catalogue, like with like his set list, and like that's what like I really like. And yeah, like it would have been like great to have seen Tom Petty live in concert, but like I said, like I only had like that one chance like back in like I said 2017, but it was in London, and I was like, you know, there'll be another chance to see him. But then of course about like 3 months later, he was unfortunately no longer with us. So yeah, like a bit of a sad ending there. But anyway, that has been my little entry to Rob's contest. So like I said, like I will link his channel in the description. I definitely do go subscribe to him. I give him some love, and yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time for the next one. Goodbye.